What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video I'm going to be talking about whether or not there's still money to be made in the trucking industry. If you get into trucking, is there still good money to be made? Why am I making this video? Because I was asked a question on one of my previous videos about that. This person lives in Florida and was told that there's no more money in trucking. It's not worth it to get in. Especially being from Florida, it's not worth it to get into trucking. It's tough to get hired out of Florida. Now, that is true. It is tough to find an OTR job because a lot of trucking companies that are OTR don't want to hire out of Florida because it's tough to get you home. But most of the big mega carriers, they will hire you out of Florida, especially if you live in like Tampa, Orlando area. Now, it may be a little bit harder if you live down in like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, but still, even then, there are companies that'll still hire you, especially if you're willing to go through their school and drive for them for a year, if you're just looking at getting into trucking. Now, after you get your CDL and you get some experience, you get a year or more of experience, there's a ton of local jobs in Florida, some really good paying local jobs in Florida, especially if you get all of your endorsements, you get your doubles, triples, hazmat, tanker endorsement. You can find really good jobs even living in Florida. So I just wanted to respond directly to you, the person that asked the question, but I also want to touch on, in general, whether or not there's still money to be made in trucking, because he was saying also in his comment that, hey, you know, people are telling me that there's no money to be made in general in trucking, just period, that there's no money to be made. And I'm going to respond to that in this video. And I'm going to talk about why I believe people have that belief. One is because you guys are reading way too many articles. You're reading way too many blogs or forums where there's nothing but negativity surrounding trucking. Look, I'm sorry, but the reality is most truckers are just negative people. They are. And like, no offense, not the people that watch me, but most truck drivers are very negative people. They are. I would say 7 out of 10 of them. Man, if you strike a conversation with them at a truck stop or a terminal or whatever, they're going to tell you how horrible the company is, how horrible trucking is, how the world is coming to an end. Those are just the type of people, unfortunately, that are in this industry. Then you have that 30% of people who are out here to better themselves. They're out here to make better money than they could make elsewhere. They're out here to get ahead financially, and that's who I try to reach on this channel, actually, is not the masses in trucking, more so the people looking at using this career, using this job to get ahead financially. Those of you that have followed me for a long time already know that. And you know that I'm going to debunk or tell you that I don't agree that there's not money to be made in trucking anymore. Absolutely, there is money to be made in trucking. There is no better time, actually, to be in trucking than now. There's not a better time. That's my opinion. Because ultimately, in today's society, you have access to all information. You have Google. You can research anything. You can look up how to start a trucking company step by step. But you are going to have to go out of your way to educate yourself on how to do that. You can watch videos of people who have their own authority teaching you how to be successful at having your own authority. People who are leased on to carriers who are successful at that, who could teach you how to be a successful owner-operator, fleet owner. There are people that are company drivers making 6 figures or more. They can teach you how to make 6 figures even as a company driver. The problem lies not with trucking itself. The problem lies with you, the individual. If you're going to get into trucking and make this a long-term career, you have to understand the first year to 2 years, yeah, you're probably not going to make 6 figures. You don't have the experience. You don't know what you're doing that well. You haven't developed the skills and the knowledge about trucking, about this industry yet. But if you get in with the intention of being a learner, being somebody who's humble enough to know, hey, I don't know everything, but I'm going to get into this with the willingness to learn, the willingness to get better, not thinking I know everything. And that's the point. You got to be willing to get educated, be willing to do the work other people aren't willing to do. Also, the jobs that pay, even if you're a company driver, the jobs that pay the most, the jobs that will pay you that 6 figures or more, are the jobs that other people don't want to do. Here's some examples. Most people don't want to do tanker, hazmat, doubles, triples. They don't want to train. Most companies, especially these starter companies, most of them will allow you to train after a year or 2 years, some of them even 6 months, and that will increase your pay tremendously. You'll make well into 6 figures. How do I know? Because I did that. I was a trainer, and I made more money doing that than I ever had in my life. And so I know there's money to be made in all divisions, by the way. You can be dry van, reefer, flatbed, step deck, tanker, whatever it is you're doing. In trucking, you can make a lot of money. You can make really good money. You can. But you're going to have to want to do the work. You're going to have to want to stay out. If you want to be home every single day and at the same time make $150,000 a year, it's probably not going to happen. But if you're willing to go out there and hustle and work 6-7 days a week and work 10, 11, 12 hours a day, yeah, you can make more than just 100 grand, well into the 6 figures. If you're willing to learn about business, like I alluded to earlier in the video, you can make more than just 100 grand or 200 grand, 300. The sky is the limit in trucking going the business route. And I'm going to also make a video, and I'm going to put the premiere up probably later today or tomorrow if you're watching this video right now. But just know that on Friday I am going to post a video about trucker money management. Now, really where I'm going with this channel too, I want to let everybody know that follows me. Where I'm going to go is every week I'm going to do 2 videos. One I'm going to do about trucking. And then the second one I'm going to do about finance and how to manage your money and invest and get ahead financially. That's what I want to do. I don't want to go away completely from talking about trucking, but I also want to talk about my passion, which is investing, money management, and that sort of thing. That's what I want to do. So just expect that. For those of you that like watching just my trucking content, I'm going to put up a video once a week talking about that. For those of you that enjoy the financial stuff, I'm going to put up a video talking about that, and I'm going to stick with that and do that. So that's what to expect from this channel going forward. And that being said, understand the next video I post, I'm going to show you that not only is there money to be made, as I just alluded to, you can make 6 figures or more in trucking. It's really, the sky is the limit. It's just how much work you want to put in, to be honest with you. How much research do you want to do? How many hours are you willing to work? Look, the American dream is not dead in trucking or in any other career, any other field. I don't care what you're doing. The American dream is not dead. It's just that most people are lazy and they would rather complain and blame everybody else and every other thing for their problems instead of looking in the mirror and looking at the problem and addressing the problem, which is normally yourself. It normally is. And if that offends you, somebody watching this video, I don't care, because that's the truth. Stop looking for other people to fix your problem. Stop looking for the government to fix you. They're never going to fix your problem. If you think this election's going to fix your life, it's not. I hate to tell you that. It's not going to fix your life, because if you don't change your mentality, it may change policies that are better for this industry, better for your life, yeah, if you're doing the work. But if you're lazy and you don't want to work, you don't want to learn, and you just have given up on life, it doesn't matter who wins the election, right? That's my true thoughts about the whole thing. You, the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, is the problem and the solution. Absolutely. Okay, then we go on to, okay, there is money to be made. I just told you there is, but it takes a different mentality to get to it. Also, are you willing to be wise with your money? Are you willing to learn about how to manage that money? I'm going to go into that in the next video and talk about why it is you feel like you're so broke driving a truck. I'll talk about that, and I'll show you how you can solve that problem in the next video that I'm going to be posting. But moral of the story, don't let anybody talk you out of a good thing, and just look at them. Okay, how much do they work? Do they work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week? What are they doing? What's their mindset about the world? Do they think everything's coming to an end? Do they have a poor man's mindset or a rich man's mindset? Because a poor man has the mindset of scarcity and everything's coming to an end. A rich man has the mindset of abundance, that no, there's money everywhere. I just have to go get it. That's the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person. It starts with the mindset, and then secondly, it starts with what you're putting in your mind. What are you learning every day? And thirdly, are you willing to actually go do and put to work or put into practice what you've been learning? Then you'll have success. Just do that consistently. Work hard, have a plan, and stick with your plan until you are successful. And if you do that and you never give up, you will achieve success with trucking or any other endeavor. So that's it for this video. Make sure you guys check out the other video. I'm going to put the premiere up, like I said, later today or tomorrow. But make sure you check that video out. God bless. I am back to making videos consistently and with a new format in mind. Like I said, one video a week about trucking, one video a week about money management and finance. That's the new format. So God bless. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching, and peace out.